Hello, this is Greg Allison with Green Greg. It's coming to you on 4 June 22. Time on deck is 19:3500 hours Central Daylight Time. Almost sunset here. My friends, our freedoms are challenged. My friends, our freedoms have never been challenged like they are right now, right here within the United States and around the world. It's interesting how some of the events of late took place. Consider other things going on. I mean, you know, this sudden bang bang grab, the grab for our nugs, if you know what I mean, it coincides with events the Emperor Schwab and his minions are active in, and the Organization of Health that's not so much of the world, as you might know, which is just had their pandemic conference. Guys, all this is happening at the same time. So it's interesting how suddenly, when we're about to give so much freedoms up, supposedly, to that Organization of Health that's not so worldly, if you know what I'm talking about, that suddenly they want to take away our means to defend ourselves, not just from each other, but from the government. And it's really interesting how these things are so coinciding. It's interesting how that suddenly there's such a spate of activity, and I think it's awful. It's horrible that people would go out and take out innocent lives. That is absolutely horrible. And there have been dozens that have fallen to such mayhem, and that is despicable. There's no good description for any of that. But at the same time, you know, what are we facing otherwise? Do you realize in the last century alone, worldwide, it is believed that something like 200 million people ceased to exist due to something called democracy. Now, I know some of you said, Greg, that was then, it won't happen today. Well, look what's going on today that y'all said wouldn't happen today. And oh yeah, if y'all looked in China, how about looking at the Uyghurs? What's happening with them? If the Uyghurs had the freedoms that Americans have had and enjoyed, would that be happening to them? Notice how over and over in countries, when they've taken away such rights, the people suddenly find themselves in great plights. It gets ugly, that people fall under great mayhem. That's what we're trying to prevent. Far more people are at risk if suddenly we can't defend ourselves, mainly from our own government, than what we're talking about. And we're also counting women and children in that too, very much. Now, a lot of you don't think that's true, but our nation is politically divided, and those political divisions are to the hilt. And there's people on either side that will probably do things they ought not should do. People got to be able to defend themselves. But guys, you know, we got this group in Europe that really is self-appointed, self-elected, under an organization set up by Emperor Schwab, not elected by him, that suddenly all these titans of industry and governments go to and bow down to him all at once. For what reason? And a lot of these people are unelected and have no legal rights to give him the powers that he and his minions are claiming. You know, they've just suddenly talked about what's going to happen, how the future is going to unfold, and it's all going to be decided by them. Really? Really? Guys, I remind you one more time, there's more of us than there is of them. Irregardless of what we have at our disposal. Even if the only thing we got at our disposal is dirt clods, there's more of us than there is of them. Don't ever forget it. Don't ever forget it. And they can't do anything without us, ultimately. Gandhi showed that. So these are things to remember. These are things to bear in mind. But we need to keep our freedoms. So I highly encourage you to go to freedomrestorationfoundation.org. We have several alerts active right now. Check, and y'all need to go there and pay attention and act on them while we can. Our freedoms are precious. They're slipping through our fingers. We need to do everything we can to maintain them where we're at, so we can have the freedom to walk out here in the forest. You know, really and truly, they don't even want us to do this. They don't want us to do this. You know, they tell us that we'll be happy, we'll have nothing, and we'll be happy. Really? Well, they want to make all this stuff off limits. Just for them. They'll do what they want, but not us. They tell us not to drive cars while they're flying jets to their conferences, private jets, to decide what our future is going to be. But these critters don't give a flip about them. What do you think? Got some fresh diggings in this critter den. My cat's right here exploring it. There's Boots. Nope, that's not Boots, that's Freddy Cat. Boots is over there. There you go. So, guys, please subscribe to my channel, bang the notification bell, and click all. And check my links out, guys. Right now, given what's all happening in the world, I highly advise you to have long-term food storage. We are at risk of war from several different aspects. I'm not even scratched the surface on it. Israel and Iran, China, US, Russia. There's just so many complications here now. It defies humor. Very much defies humor. We've got to do something to protect ourselves and here at home more than anything. We don't know what's coming at us, guys. So that's why I tell everybody, keep your eyes wide open, head on a swivel. Yeah, we do see a lot of hints of what's coming at us, but there's just so many ways it can unfold. The hints are out there. They're not just hints, they're probably screaming what could happen. How could it all unfold? That big old tree broke off and fell down. Guys, if you get a chance, get out and enjoy Mother Nature some. There it is. That's one that broke off, and there it is. Get out and enjoy Mother Nature any chance you get, because this gives you solace. Look for the critter dens. What kind of critter dens out here? Holy walking smoke and moly, that's got spider webs in front, so it's not too active. But once again, check out freedomrestorationfoundation.org. I'm paying for that website. I mean, we got an organization, and eventually they will cover the funds, and we have had a donation to help in that regard. We haven't set our treasurer up just yet. We still got some organizational work to do, but we need your help. So right now, the biggest thing you can do is help us help you by checking out those alerts, especially the ones at the top of the list. Go to the Action Center page. It tells you how to contact your Congress critters and what to do. It's all laid out. Everything you need to do, it's there. So help us out, guys. Help us preserve our freedoms. Help us preserve our future. Help us not to be forced into the camps, so that we may prosper. I believe we can. I know we can. I know in the end we win. But I can't promise you the ride won't be rough as all get out along the way. It may be. But the more we do now, the better that ride's going to be. The more we resist them, the more that we collectively prep and prepare ourselves, the better off we're going to be. And that's what I encourage you guys to do. That's what I've always encouraged you guys to do. Garden, my friends, garden. Do garden. Everything you can do to garden. Go to, check out my links to Tree Leaf Market for heirloom seeds. That's the kind of seeds you need so you can plant them and get the same kind of plants back so you can keep growing stuff, guys. And I will be selling worms again, hopefully, really soon. So we're almost there. We're almost there, my friends. So I will let you know on that. But, oh yeah, on the PrepWithGreg.com, cool thing is there you can still get $150 off a supply of food that lasts 25 years. You get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 2,000 calories a day. Absolutely make you a winner. These worm beds, we're starting to get them where they need to be. So we're getting really close, hopefully, to selling again. It's been a lot of work. A lot of work here, folks. A lot of work. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Take care, and have an awesome Sunday tomorrow. And hopefully I might see you at the flea market. We'll just see. I don't know. Got so much to do. Y'all take care, and good night.